Durham United FA against the home team, Sigma FC. I'm Henry Whitfield. I'll be taking you through the run today as we get ready for this hotly anticipated League One matchup. Obviously, Sigma FC comes in this game top of the league, as well as their division, while Durham United come in hot off getting knocked out of the cup midweek, and they are getting ready to take on Sigma. Coming into this game, Sigma returned to winning ways last week, coming off a 6-0 win after 2 back-to-back losses, while Durham United comes into this game winning 4 in a row, and they are looking to knock off the big dogs. We'll bring you today's starting lineup. Sigma in their blue and black gradient strips. Starting in net for Sigma, number 1, goalkeeper Tristan Henry. Number 2, Faisal Ghafour. Number 3, Jerome Smith. Number 4, Kyle Walton. Number 6, Christian Semeniego. Number 7, Kwame Awua. Number 8, Manveer Bra. Number 9, Leiford Allen. Number 16, Nolan Holdridge. Number 21, Justin Stoddard. And number 22, Cadell Thomas. For the visitors, starting in net, 00 Ben Kalman. Number 19, Jacob Sukal. Number 6, Matt Stowell. Number 13, LaShawn Young. Number 7, Christian Moncrief. Number 18, Josh Paredes. Number 10, Kashif De Jong. Number 15, Jordan Dover. Number 17, Joseph Roccasalvo. Number 2, Stefan Lamana. And number 8, Taylor Lord. The match officials today, the referee, David Barry. The linesman, Fabrizio Stasola. Braden Crampert, and the 4th official today, Brian Butler. As the teams get ready here today, some players to watch and to note. Of course, Leiford Allen lighting up the league so far with 11 goals. On the other side, you've got more of a scoring by committee for the visiting Durham United. A couple players with a handful of goals, highlighting Kashif De Jong with 5 goals and Stefan Lamana with 5 goals as well, but a couple of goal scorers on the bench, and we are expecting goals today. As we get ready here, Sigma FC will be going right to left on your screens in their blue and black gradient strips. They'll begin with the ball. On the other side of the pitch, Durham United, the visitors, in their white strips with white shorts, going left to right. Beautiful day here in Mississauga. A little windy, so we do apologize if you pick up on that on the broadcast as we go through today. Hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the game regardless as we get started here. Expecting both teams to really just feel each other out in the opening processes here. Both teams no longer in the League Cup, so very much focused on the league. As mentioned earlier, coming into this game, Sigma FC with a 6-0 win just 2 days ago. So after losing back-to-back games, getting shut out in that second loss, Sigma rebounding in a very big way with a big statement. On the other side, Durham United getting knocked out 3-1. And to note, both these teams, their last losses coming against the Vaughan side of the league. So here we go as Sigma tries to battle out on that far side. That's number 21, Justin Stoddard, as it goes out for a throw-in. Speaking of that wind, we're talking about that just before, going left to right today, so expect that to play a factor as it is quite windy. We'll try and keep the camera stable for you, but we do expect quite a bit of wind, and as you can see in the background, some not kind clouds, so we'll keep you updated on that. Hopefully get a nice clean broadcast in here for you today. Sigma throw in on that far side. Long throw there, defended by Jordan Dover. And correction, referee's actually given a foul there, so Sigma with the free kick, and they will spread the ball back, going backwards. They love to play in possession, a team that loves to score goals in the first half, score more goals in the first half than the second half, really setting the pace, and actually put away 4 goals in the first half. As a strong tackle there and commitment from Durham, but Sigma able to recover. That's previously mentioned Kashif de Jong. Cash right there in the number 10. Some great hustle there as he sets it up, and a big opportunity through the box, but no one to put away, and Durham will set back up. But that all started from that hard tackle, getting stuck in there by Cash, and Durham now with possession. That's one to look for. Not only does he score goals, loves to get stuck in, as a nice nice flick on there by Durham, and they've got Sigma on their heels to start this game. Sigma really struggling to get into this game early on. See a long pass in over there to De Jong. And we get another free kick here, quickly taken. That's Taylor Lord there controlling that, putting that out wide. LaShawn Young with the ball inside, flicked on. Another flick by Stefan Lamana there. We've seen a couple of those early on as he tries to open up, and here he is. And just loses the ball as it rolls out. But Lamana early on with some creativity here, trying to find some space for his players. Tristan Henry with the goal kick quickly for Sigma. Sigma tries to make something happen early on here. It's been all Durham United, not phased at all coming into the home field of Sigma, despite Sigma's strength this season and coming off a 6-0 win. Spread out wide now here to Christian Moncrief. Moncrief scored in that 3-1 loss in the Cup. Unfortunately for Durham fans out there, unable to hold on, and they lost 3-1 and were knocked out of the Cup earlier this week. All the way back now to Cowman. And a long ball forward, easily dealt with by Sigma. Faisal Ghaffur there on the clearance as a long, deep throw in to De Jong as he tries to control, and he does, and able to control it, and there's contact in the box. De Jong upset there, wanting the call, and the referee waving it off for a goal kick. With a deep ball, but controlled once again by Durham. Those long balls are not working for Sigma early on. All the way back to the keeper. And that opportunity dies in the air, and it's quickly flicked on there. Lamana once again pressuring. With an awkward clearance from Henry, Sigma able to bring this out here on this near side. No one really showing here for Sigma, as that's easily put out to touch by LaShawn Young. Captain Nolan Holdridge there with the throw-in, but as you can see, just eaten up by Durham players. Now back to Holdridge here on this near side as he plays it inside. Getting stuck in is Roccasalva right there, and now it's a break for Durham. Down that left side to De Jong. Kashif controls one-on-one. He loves the ball at his feet. Into the box and cleared out by Sigma. And a close opportunity there. Stefan Lamana closing down Henry, but a nice save by the keeper, calm under pressure. Here's Holdridge on this near side. Loses out the ball, but cleared out by his teammate down here on the near side. Still lots of pressure. Durham all over Sigma. Sigma now trying to counter, and that's a long ball down to Cadell Thomas down on the left side as Thomas looks up at no one, so he stays with it down this left side. into the box. Not controlled there by Breyer. Oh, nice turn on the ball by Stoddard, but Durham comes away with the ball here. They'll call it back as Dover, trying to get the ball out for Durham, is fouled. So Sigma with their first real chance there. Ball across into Brower, but he just isn't able to control at the top of the box, and that opportunity harmless goes away. Knotted on again by Lamanna. Right back to Sigma. Now you can see Sigma growing on the ball here, getting a little bit more space, but cheaply given away. Lamanna with a ball into the corner and no one chasing. A bit of a clash there. We'll call that foul. Sean Young there with the foul. And a quick free kick, but sloppily given away and then brought back by Cadell Thomas. Thomas with a nice pass to open things up all the way to Leifert Allen. Allen's the one to watch. Allen with 11 goals coming into this game, and he's going to draw that foul. Number 9, Leifert Allen there. He is just such a threat as he took that touch, gets the defender out of position. The defender has no choice there but to commit the foul. Get the first look here at Ben Cowman as he organizes his wall. About 3 or 4 feet outside the box here, as Christian Samaniego will step up for this one. Samaniego waved off there. Walton with the opportunity goes just wide of Cowman, and no real threat there as the ball sails wide on the left side of the keeper. So first big opportunity for Sigma as the crowd trickles in here. Still no real clear-cut chances other than that Kashif de Jong opportunity early on where Henry made a big save, and will come down this right side. First look at Jacob Sugal there, number 19, as an opportunity goes begging, and Henry easily able to collect that. Starting to heat up here as you see Leifert Allen on this near side and Holdridge just all the way back to his defender. Quick on the ball there is Samaniego again. And Sigma just trying to pull apart Durham here. They weathered that early storm, and now Sigma seems to really be growing onto the ball, but still waiting for that clear-cut opportunity. There's a long ball over the top to Cadell Thomas. Thomas is going to take that, controls nicely, but he's surrounded by a wall of Durham players, and a nice ball into the middle, but just too far away from Justin Stoddard. But you can see Cadell Thomas's skill there as he chases that ball down and able to find Stoddard. Quick throw there on that near side as Stoddard controls, trying to find something, but trying to take on 2 Durham players by himself. And eventually it's going to come off Stoddard and be a throw-in for Durham United. Long throw there, flicked on. Nice little battle there in the midfield as we see a long ball and a quick run here for Lamanna. Lamanna on this right side looking for support. Heads up ball, but just swallowed up by the Sigma defense. But that throw not all the way back, and an opportunity and blocked. It comes all the way back for Durham now as they try and reset. Leifert Allen gets stuck in there, and the referee going to call the throw there. See the tackle on our near side there. No foul called, throw-in for Durham. long throw into the box, easily dealt with by Semeniego there, and it's going to go out for a corner. So first corner of the game here, going to Durham United. Everybody back for Sigma except for Thomas as this ball comes in the near post and it's cleared out by Sigma, but all the way to Taylor Lord. Lord tries to get a ball in and then gets a foot on it, and you've got Lamana who's offside. Lamana seems to be everywhere today. Quick on the ball, quick, fastest to react there, but just about a yard offside as that chance comes back. Long kick here for Henry. And we still see the battle in the midfield there as Thomas on that far side. Durham United here really getting lots of time on the ball. Complete opposite styles here early on. See that opportunity taken away back and forth, but right back to Durham. And Durham, every time they've given up the ball, they are quick to chase as an opportunity there kind of spills a fake shot. And Durham controls. There's De Jong again. He is just a bulldozer in the box. It's going to go out for a Durham throw-in, but you can just see the raw power. As he gets in the box, it just goes past defenders. As that's cleared away for Sigma all the way back. Pressure on the ball is Leiford Allen. And that will go out for a throw. If you're just joining us, it's 0-0. 25 minutes gone here in Mississauga. Sigma in their home blue and Durham in their away white strip. White on white on white. No real clear-cut opportunities in this game so far. Both teams still just giving the ball away in the midfield. Possession really hard to come by for both teams here on the early going. It's a long ball over the top. Is easily dealt with by the Sigma defender. It comes all the way back. That's Roccaselva there getting stuck in. But here comes Sigma on the counter. Out wide to Abura. And now Thomas chasing. Pressure on Kalman. But Kalman will clearly and calmly get that all the way back to the Sigma back four. And here's Holdridge on this near side. That's Awua there. And now back again to the Sigma defense. And now all the way back to Henry. It's Kyle Walton with that back pass. Now back to Henry again. Sigma just happy to sit back, probe, see if they can find any openings. But now you see again the pressure of Durham as players aren't getting open. A little bit of frustration for Sigma. Durham just on the full court press, and De Jong and Lamana have really been the biggest pests so far early on. Getting stuck in as another turnover forced. Durham just so much pressure on the ball, not giving Sigma any time to think. It's back to Taylor Lord. Taylor Lord, number 8, really impressive so far in the midfield. As that pass is picked out, there's Holdridge with a nifty little back heel. Now here you see Sigma on the attack, and this is where they're most dangerous, on that counter attack. But another needless giveaway. Options out wide there. But Breyer just gives that ball away on the counter. Back again for Sigma, and just unable to make anything coming. It's going to come out wide to Holdridge. Holdridge with not many options. Pulls it inside and just going to go all the way back and switch it over. It's Jerome Smith. Now out wide. Stoddart with a little bit of a flick. Now on for Allen to chase. Allen 1-3 right now, looking for options, and that ball is going to come all the way back, but no one there. Now it's Lamano who's going to try and push the counterattack for Durham United. Spreads it out wide. Lots of time, lots of space. Here it is for DeYoung, and a late offside flag. DeYoung very close there. A couple yards offside, but you can just see how quickly that counter happens. Oh, Matt Stowell there pushing the counterattack, and just a little bit late to trying and find DeYoung. As we're still scoreless here at the Hershey Center in Mississauga. Long kick over the top to Henry, and those long goal kicks are just not working out for Sigma right now. Durham first to the ball as they clear it out for a throw-in. Once again ends up at the feet of Taylor Lord. Taylor Lord just seems to have that ball sticking him to like glue today. All the way back to Kalman. Calmly play that out. There's LaShawn Young, and they'll just pass it back and forth. But no pressure right now from Sigma on the ball as Kalman will get all time and space. Oh, and then all the way back to Henry. Looked like that was going over, but he manages to calmly deal with that. Tried to flick it on there, Awua, but now it's back for Durham, and then given away and off the referee. That takes a friendly bounce for Durham, and then the ball over the top. And Kyle Walton there with a timely header, kept in by Henry. As he's going to call offside there against DeYoung again, but Henry did well to try and keep that in off a header by Walton. DeYoung once again showing why he's got 5 goals so far this season. Just a constant threat for Durham as they try and hit on that counterattack. Here we go, Sigma trying to push it. Brower out wide to Holdridge. Holdridge here down the left. Holdridge holds the ball. A nice long deep ball, but goes just over the top, and Allen not able to get on the end of it. Kalman with a quick take. Nice teasing ball there from Holdridge, just a little bit over the top, unable to find Allen on that far side. Up here to DeYoung. And that's going to be called back as it bounced up and controlled off the arm of number 10, DeYoung. DeYoung with pressure on the ball there as Sigma will start that back up. Gaffur under lots of pressure there, but able to get that pass out, and now a long ball down that right side. On the chase is Breyer. Unable to get to it, it's just going to go out for a throw-in. Sigma really struggling right now with possession in the middle of the park. They're trying to get those long balls over, but just unable to find that final third. With Durham just all over them. Lots of pressure so far early on in this game. Controlled by Moncrief, and then the referee will bring that in for a foul against Sigma. Sun coming out here, heating up a little bit. Still in the distance, you can see those clouds that were threatening earlier. Hopefully hold off for the day. As There's a long ball over the top and no one chasing. LaShawn Young with that ball over the top, and now Sigma will come back. These two teams love to score goals, but early on, it's like a chess match as they try and probe and push back and forth. Lee Allen with a little bit of a push there, but referee says play on, and then it's scooped up and cleared out by number 15, Jordan Dover. It's Dover on the ball now. Goes past one player. Out wide. Now that's inside to Roccasalva, and now there's De Jong. De Jong went to Lamanna. Lamanna with that final touch, and just wide, just to the right of the keeper. Lamanna did very, very well to get on the end of that, but that was all created by Roccasalva, who, with a nice flick on, found De Jong. De Jong unselfishly sends in Lamanna, and Lamanna gets a foot to it, but just wide. So best chance of the day so far, goes wide. Durham, though, showing just how deadly they are on the counter, is quickly coming down that far side, and that opportunity goes begging for the visitors. Lured all the way back to Young, now back to Cowman. Gotta give credit there to Tristan Henry as well, who made life difficult for Lamanna on that save. Comes out, makes himself big, and Lamanna just not able to get it past and into the net. Holdridge here, out to Thomas. Thomas with an awkward control there, but manages to find himself some time and space. Here to Brouwer. Brouwer's going to feed that out wide. All the way back to Smith. That's a wooer right there. Just getting pushed off the ball by Roccasalva there. And now back to Sigma. Referee really letting these players play. There's De Jong. De Jong unable to get it around Jerome Smith. And then Smith able to recover it. Play it back, but here comes Lamanna. Lamanna controls nicely, and he's on the attack right here. Goes around one defender. He's into the box, but the move to get around the defender got the ball a little too far away from him, and it's going to go out and cleared by Sigma. So Lamanna now threatening the last few minutes with a couple of opportunities. But still, we are 0-0 here in Mississauga. A long shot from Durham. That's Paredes there testing Henry, but just goes over the top as Henry sees that wide the whole time. But taking that long shot, caught the wind a little bit, goes over, but a teasing chance there for the visitors. De Jong pressuring again, but Sigma's going to bring this out on that far side. But once again, just given away by Sigma as soon as they try and get some attacking intent. This is not the same looking Sigma team from midweek who won 6-0. Controlled by Roccasalva there, nicely controlled. Lamanna unable to get a touch, and Henry easily picks that one up. A long high ball. Wind takes it and it's going to go out for a throw-in. Leifert Allen with a bit of a push to control that, and that'll be called back for a foul. Allen a little bit frustrated over there, hasn't really got much service. Getting stuck in, trying to win that ball back, but a frustrating first half so far for the league's leading goal scorer. Free kick taken long, controlled by Roccasalva. But Sigma able to come back, and as I said, cheaply committed a foul. Now a quick free kick is pulled back by the referee. Ball still moving, so referee calls that back. That's a wooer right here. He's going to spread it out wide to Holdridge, the Sigma captain, on this left side. He's teasing a couple of balls so far today, but today Goes back to Walton. Now back to Holdridge here on this left side. Loses that a little bit, but able to go around. And now here's Thomas. Thomas loses control of that and gives it away, but Thomas hustles and controls. A nice little bit of footwork there. He's going to find Leifert Allen. Allen with a shot. And what a save by Cowman before it's cleared out. That's Leifert Allen right there, showing his instincts as he gets in there. Found nicely by Thomas, who hustled to keep that ball. And that's the best opportunity of the day for Sigma as Cowan stretches out with a hand and pushes out wide before it's cleared. And now you can see Sigma growing with a little bit of confidence after that last opportunity. Walton spreads it out wide to Smith. And then just over the top on that far side. Chasing that was Gaffur, and now it's going to be a throw in for Sigma. So Sigma's best opportunity off the foot of, you guessed it, Leifert Allen, but Cowman steps up to make a big save. Taylor Lord there controlling it. Now a free kick for Durham. And so they'll get away from that pressure there. Sigma just trying to push it here with a long ball over the top to Lamanna for Durham. Holdridge sees him off. Lamanna with tons of time and space on the ball. Tries to hook it over the top, and we'll have an opportunity there. But once again, De Jong is going to be called offside. Really trying to find De Jong there. Lamanna with a little bit of a nifty flick over the top, but offside once again. High long ball here over to Thomas. Thomas able to control that. Cuts it back. Goes out wide. Looking for support, but strongly defended. Now Holdridge with the ball into the box. No one there, so cleared out by Durham. That's Moncrief now. Tons of time and space over to Lord, and now out wide. Controlled, and here's Roccasalva for Durham, and a long ball down that left side, but that's going to be too far for anyone to chase. Holdridge here on this near side. The captain, calmly as he has all day long, finds the opening, pushes it back, and here's Sigma once again, just trying to find those openings. There's Breyer on that far right side. Just a little bit too much for Gaffur there, and it's going to come back. Quickly taking to Lord. And now out this wide right side. That's Sukal, who now puts it back into Lord. And Durham once again trying to attack. Roccasalva looks over, looks out wide, finds Lamanna. Oh, Lamanna decides to put that ball in the box, and Moncrief just unable to get to it. An enthralling 0-0 draw so far. It's picked up. Chances are opening up as players are getting space, but so far both teams unable to find the back of the net as that's powerfully controlled, but given away. And here's Holdridge. The Sigma captain's going to try and push it out wide, and he does. Trying to stay onside Allen and a plethora of strikers as Taylor Lord gets stuck in again, and Lord once again just so disruptive in that midfield for Durham. Every time Sigma's really tried to get on the counter, Lord seems to be there to clean up the mess. Back out to Stoll. And cheaply given away. Here comes Sigma. as Lord once again gets stuck in and forces the ball over the top. Rocaselva to Lamanna, but too far. The big difference so far today is when Sigma's given a ball away, they haven't really chased other than a few chances like Cadell Thomas, but as soon as Durham's given the ball away, there's one or two players just right on the ball, shutting down space, closing down, getting stuck in. And that's really been the difference so far. You can see Sigma's had a couple of opportunities, but so far you've got the tackling of Durham has been on top of things as a well played by Lamanna and a foul drawn. Off the ball, it really has been Durham advantage so far here today. Quickly taken. There's Rocaselva. That's out wide to Moncrief. Flicked on well for Durham. And stepping out well is Walton. Once again with those long legs. And he's going to call the foul back for advantage. So that's Jerome Smith, number 3. Jerome Smith showing off his athletic ability there, going for a bit of a run. First time today we've seen him really try and get forward. And now back here to the aforementioned Walton, number 4. Breyer a little bit deeper right there as he comes back and out to Walton. And Sigma just trying to find those opportunities. A long ball over the top, but intent was to find Holdridge, but just did not go well at all there for Walton. Flicked on there by Rocaselva. Moncrief tries to turn. But Samaniego back there to clear that up, as we'll get a Durham throw in here on the right side. Quick throw taken for Moncrief. Holdridge there, defender. And he's going to commit that foul, and an opportunity here for Durham. Durham will try and put Henry and his defenders under pressure here with this late opportunity. Still in the first half here in Mississauga. 0-0 scoreline. A couple of chances both ways, but neither team able to find the back of the net. Stepping up here to take this free kick is going to be Moncrief. Almost everyone in the box except for Lord. Here we go with Moncrief with the ball into the box, top of the 6. Defended well by Sigma. No one there really to get the ball for Durham as it's going to come out. And here we have the attacking and counter pace. The ball just a little too far to Thomas, but here goes Thomas slipping on the ball. Sukal and Thomas into the box. He's going to see Allen. Allen with a touch, and Allen puts it away. That's the scoring touch of the league's leading scorer right there. On the counter, quick as you can be. Sigma pounces on an opportunity there as Cadell Thomas picks up the ball from the defender. Instead of taking the shot, sees Allen, and that'll be a 1-0 scoreline for Sigma here in the first half. That's his 12th goal of the season. Scored 2 goals in the second half of that 6-0 win over the Masters, and so Leifert Allen in fine form. So despite all the chances, all the pressure from Durham, it is the home side Sigma FC. And here, Allen once again putting Durham under pressure. But despite all that pressure from Durham, now looking a little bit shell-shocked here, giving the ball away. Here comes Sigma, well controlled, but given away once again. Breyer's going to look out wide, but instead slows it down, calmly back to his defender. That's just how dangerous the Sigma team is, and you've seen it all season long. There's a reason why they're top of the league. On that counter, you just have one little mistake, and that's really all it took. Number 19, Jacob Sukwal, he fell over, lost the ball, and then Cadell Thomas running to the box. This comes over. Holdridge is going to pick it up. He's really pushed up. There's Thomas again controlling, giving away, getting stuck in. That's Stoddard. Out wide is Briar. Briar unable to feed it inside. It's going to come up for a throw in. And Sigma, after that goal, really piling on the pressure. They're going to push forward. That's Stoddard there with that ball over the top. And there's Allen controlling. One touch, two touch. And just maybe one touch too many there for Allen, as Kalman easily able to pick that up. Durham has been so aggressive on the counterattack, but right now choosing the opportunity to slow it down. Out wide here to Sukal. And Thomas on him again. Thomas has been all over him all game long with the pressure. Holder's going to put that inside to Briar. Briar's going to control and just clear that up. And Allen's going to charge that one down, but under pressure, Josh Paredes able to control that. Now turned over to Moncrief. Before that Sigma goal, that really just came off of a free kick from Durham. So Durham not taking advantage of that free kick, gets cleared out, ends up in the back of their net as that's flicked on and cleared up by Henry. So that quick counterattack off of a Durham free kick led to that opening goal. That's De Jong controlling that back to Roccasalva. Over the top, controlled off the chest by Lamanna. A little bit of a heavy pass. It's come all the way back to Kalman. That's Young with that long ball out wide. Opens things up. Inside to Stoll. Controlling that far side. Finds Lamanna. Lamanna with a late flag. And he's going to be offside. Referee just going to have a little conversation with Lamanna after that offside called. Took the shot anyway. And the referee just saying, calm down. Lamanna reminding the referee that's one or two that he thinks has gone against him. As that ball's going to come into Kalman. Kalman calls off the defender and picks that up. Linesman down on your right has definitely been the busier of the two today. 4 or 5 offside calls against Durham as Roccasalva comes back. A constant threat in there, both Lamanna and De Jong for Durham. This ball's going to come in, well controlled, but cleared out by Sigma. But not cleared, and here's Allen. Allen's going to clear that inside to Stoddard. Stoddard picks it up, going to put it out wide to Captain Holdridge. Holdridge going to get his head up, look. Out wide to Thomas. Thomas has been a threat, tries to go around the defender, but Sukal does well to control, and then a little bit too much on the hands of Thomas, and now to be called back for a foul. So Sukal shaking off that earlier mistake to shut down Thomas. Cloud's gathering a bit over us. So far, so good. We'll keep you up to date with that. After the thunderstorms last night in the Mississauga area, so far, so good as far as the weather. And Durham coming out on the counter. Long ball over the top to Roccasalva. He's going to try and get to it, but just too far to Henry. Now, Henry's going to push that fast. He's been played it slow most of the night. Out to Holdridge. Holdridge inside to Briar. Now all the way back to Walton. Really slowing this game down from the pace it was at earlier in the game. And here's Allen controlling. Allen over to Thomas, but that's going to be an offside call. Now, after Lamanna's earlier opportunity taking the shot after the offside, the referee's going to come over and have a conversation with Thomas. After Lamanna's warning, it's Thomas's last warning on that, and we'll see as Lamanna comes down this far side. Bit of a push by Briar there, but referee says play on as we got a throw in here for Sigma. Referee letting these boys play so far. A little bit more physical and letting it go both ways so far early on. Style, I think, has suited Durham a little bit more as they've been able to play a little bit more physical, get stuck in, and really put the home team and league leaders, Sigma, under pressure. That's Smith all the way back to Walton. Lots of space for the Sigma defenders. He goes inside. There's Allen, awkwardly controlled, and then flies in Samaniego. And now we have a counter. Lamanna on the chase on that far right side, takes a friendly bounce. Lamanna able to keep that in. But as he tries to go around the defender, he just puts it out harmlessly for a goal kick. A little bit of frustration setting in for the Durham players right now as they've had a couple of opportunities. 4 or 5 offside calls against them. A couple of saves for Henry. And they're down 1-0 despite having more of the chances in this first half. Given away under pressure, but recovered by Walton. And Walton's just going to clear that out. But once again, you're seeing the pressure of the Durham players as they're putting that back 4 under pressure. No time to think. And you've got to think with the mistakes that are happening in Sigma defense and the opportunities that are coming close that Durham has to like their chances to get a goal here, either late in the first half or in the second half. So a 1-0 lead, very, very narrow margins in a game that's seen Durham have the better chances. There's Moncrief inside to De Jong, and then a wild shot bounces kindly for Lamanna, who's going to put that powerfully in. And then cleared out all the way here on this left side is a nice touch there from Thomas. Thomas in full stride. He's showing off his pace. He's got Allen and then Holdridge coming up behind on the overlap. Ball goes in through the defense, but harmlessly cleared away. And here's Stoddard. Thomas had a lot of opportunity there. Holdridge just behind, yelling for the overlap. Thomas tries to put that in over the top, and that'll be cleared out. And that's it for the first half, folks. 1-0 for Sigma FC. A goal off Leaford Allen, set up by Cadell Thomas. Durham United with a couple of the better chances in that first half, but we'll head into half time here at the Hershey Center Field in Mississauga. 1-0 for the home team, Sigma FC, and we will see you in the second half. Welcome back, folks. Here, the second half of this League One action between the home team Sigma FC and the visiting Durham United. Henry Whitfield here on the mic as we get set for a second half here that sees Sigma FC with a 1-0 lead thanks to a goal by the league leading scorer Leiford Allen. Just one change at the half. Number 6, Matt Stowell, going off for number 11, Shaka Guard. So we'll keep you up to date there as we get things going here. Durham United in their white on white strips as they go right to left, with the home team Sigma in their gradient blue strips going left to right. Threat of rain here in the second half. A little bit darker than when we started this game, so we'll keep you up to date there. We'll try and keep on the air as long as possible. But with the rain, it sometimes complicates things when you're not sitting in a press box. So we'll see how things go here in the second half as Tristan Henry gets a long ball up front. Highlights of that first half was the goal by Sigma FC. It was on the counterattack from Cadell Thomas, who was able to beat the defender Sukal and put it into the box for Leiford Allen. As here's Cadell on that far left side. Once again, tons of speed, but other than the goal, really unable to find and take advantage of that speed as we get a counter here. For Durham, the play of number 2, Stefan Lamana, and De Jong, the striker number 10, has definitely been the highlights as we get started in the second half. Foul goes against Christian Moncrief as we get a free kick here for Sigma FC. If you're just joining us, score is 1-0 for Sigma. Sigma coming into this game top of the league. As Durham, we get our first look at number 11, Shaka Guard, here on in the second half. That's number 11 there in the teal boots. Taylor Lord's going to play that back on that far right side to LaShawn Young, who's just going to boot in a long ball. We saw the long ball technique from Sigma in the first half not really pay off for much of the half until a quick counterattack goal. And here's Cadell Thomas again with speed for days. Turns on the Jets on that left side, one-on-one with LaShawn Young. Thinks about it, gets around Young with the pressure. Cadell Thomas still with the ball at his feet, and a ball into the box, cleared out, and then Leiford Allen with a shot and put out to touch by Durham. So Cadell Thomas once again showing off his speed. A little bit of trickery there, gets the ball in the box, and it's going to go out for a Sigma corner kick. Short corner there on that far side. De Jong comes back there defensively, takes care of that, and gets a goal kick for Kalman. Kalman really didn't have much to do in that first half other than that goal. One big save earlier off of Allen, now short ball there to Taylor Lord and all the way back to Kalman. Coming into this game, Durham, winners of 4 straight games in the league, but knocked out of the cup on the weekend. Down that far side to Roccasalva. Lamana on the overlap. Nice quick ball from Roccasalva. Lamana with his head up into the box. Calmly dealt with by Smith. And then flicked on, and all as quick as you can be. It's on the counter, and here's Cadell Thomas on the chase. He's got a streaking Leiford Allen in the box, but then he takes the shot himself. Ball comes right back to Thomas. Thomas takes the touch, tries to go around a defender, and then Taylor Lord there to clean up, but a nice save from Kalman. Instead of passing that time, Thomas able to get the shot off, and the keeper Kalman almost caught cheating there over to his left as he saw Allen coming in, but makes a save on the short side of the near post. So an opportunity quickly on the counter there. Once again, the pace of Thomas showing up. Sigma FC getting back in the win column last week. They lost twice in a row heading into their last game against the Masters, who they were able to dispatch with a 6-0 win, 4 goals in the first half. Here, early on, they weathered a storm from Durham, able to score in the counterattack. Now have a slim 1-goal lead in the second half. Durham, though, probably with the better chances, 5 or 6 opportunities that went offside. As here comes Sigma on this far right side. Here's Stoddard with the ball on the near side. Sees off the defender. And now it's going to go all the way wide to Breyer. Breyer takes on the defender and then puts the ball in, and unable to get the Stoddard and out for a throw-in. And it looks like we're going to get a substitution here. And it looks like Taylor Lord's day is done. He's walking off, but he's taken off the armband, giving it to De Jong, and he's been the big disrupting force in the midfield for Durham today. A real highlight of that first half, and he's walking off with the trainer not looking happy at all, and didn't seem to be a lot of contact down there, but he knows his body, and he's going to come off here as substitution early on in the second half. Coming into the game will be number 5, Eddie Lay. So that's a second substitution. A substitution at halftime for the visitors. And now early on in the second half, they're forced to make a second half. As you can see on the bench, Taylor Lord stretching out his right leg. Not happy at all to come off.
Durham United substitution at the 51st minute. Exiting the game, number 8, Taylor Lord. Entering the game, number 5, Eddie Lay.
So it's going to be a Sigma throw-in and quickly gobbled up there by the substitute. Eddie Lay getting his first touch of the ball. De Jong tries to control it, goes off the arm of Holdridge, and now Durham is going to try and push this ball quickly. Most dangerous on the counterattack in that first half, and here comes De Jong. Now with the captain's armband. Going to go out wide. A long, deep ball. Dealt with by Stoddard, who's coming back on defensive duties there. Able to jump up and clear that out for Sigma. Wind picking up here. Clouds gathering. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a little bit of rain here in the second half. Ball out wide. Levi touch and headed in, and there's a goal. Seemingly out of nowhere and unmarked at the far post. With substitute Eddie Lay putting the ball in, and early on in about the 53rd minute, we have a tied game here in Mississauga. That ball just seemed to float in.
Scored by number 13, LaShawn Young.
LaShawn Young there getting up. The big tall player there, left wide open, heads that in. Tristan Henry not really able to do anything there, goes across the goal and into the back of net, and early on in about the 54th minute, we have a goal here, and we're 1-1 tied up. Now here comes Sigma, pegged back 1-1, Cadell Thomas. He controls, pulls it back. We got a long, hard shot, but high, wide, and not very handsome from Sigma, as that'll go out for a goal kick. Here comes Durham. That's Lamana, who really hasn't had an opportunity in the second half yet. That's the first goal of the season for LaShawn Young. He's going to come in. Leifert Allen chasing that ball in from Thomas, but Calman, quick off his line, is going to gobble it up. So for Sigma, you've got the 12th goal of the season for Leifert Allen. And on the other side of the ball, defender LaShawn Young knots it up at 1 apiece with his first goal of the season. Here's the counter. A little bit of miscommunication there. Dover tries to see in De Jong. De Jong lets that go, and a chance goes begging for Durham United. All the way back through to Kalman. High and over the left side here. Here's Gafford. Under pressure. And then controlled nicely there by Durham, but comes back out here on the near side. A little sloppy here in the last moments for both teams as we're back tied here level in the second half. Eddie Late putting a lot of pressure there. The substitute for Durham looking lively as he's come on, but it's going to come all the way through the Briar, and then a big tackle stuck in by Rocasalva. Goes in with 2 feet. The referee waves on, and here's the counterattack for Lamanna. Lamanna with buckets of speed on that right side, but his touch lets him down. Chases the ball on that right side, unable to control it, but meanwhile, other end of the pitch, and Briar's still down after that heavy tackle. That led to the counterattack, and it's going to spread out wide for the Sigma captain, Holdridge. End-to-end action here in League One. Briar seems to have shaken off the effects of that tackle. That was Rocasalva coming in heavy. Lots of contact. Referee happy to wave it on, as he has all day long. Down the line here, Allen tripped up, and we'll get a free kick here for Sigma. He's tangled up there with goal scorer Young. And we'll get Semeniega is going to stand up over the ball here for Sigma FC. Everyone in the box for Sigma. High and into the box. Kalman coming off his line strong. Gets 2 hands to it, punches it wide. Back in from Briar. Rocasalva gets the touch. And he's going to get fouled there. It's going to be a free kick for Durham. That was Briar in on the tackle too, so each of them taking a chunk out of each other over the last few moments between Rocasalva and Briar. Referee remembers that, so he's going to calm things down. Out wide now. Goal scorer Young on the ball. Into De Jong. Now Moncrief can go over the top. Controlled but clear out by Holdridge. That's substitute Shaka guard there with his first real touch of the game. Controls about Holdridge, clears it out. Now Thomas able to fight off a long high ball. Stoddard chase. And Kwame Awura unable to get to that as Thomas kind of put a wild foot in there just to try and keep that ball in play. A chance goes begging. Now on that right side, here comes Durham. Inside to a guard. He's able to control. Semeniega on him defensively. He's going to control it. Now he's going to try and put that into the box. Chasing Lamanna. Into Moncrief. But Lamanna waves him off. And here comes the rain. And then Henry's able to control that. We talked about the rain all afternoon, folks. And here it comes. It looked like a harmless opportunity as it just kind of put in through traffic, but sneaks on in, beats Kalman on his near post, and he won't be happy with that. As that ball squeezes just too far for Lamanna, and Tristan Henry is going to pick that up. And he's going to put that down, and DeYoung chasing, but controlled here. Wua unable to get that down. Gaffer high and over. Here's Leifert Allen battling with Roccaselva. He's able to control it through a bunch of bodies, and Stoddart's going to control that. Out wide. Here's Breyer again, shaking off the effects of that tackle earlier. Cadell Thomas on the far side. He's showing moments of brilliance here as he beats his player. But the referee's going to bring that back for a foul, and he's going to call that on a little bit too much grabbing and pushing there from Cadell Thomas. Now a quick counter here. Here comes Roccaselva. He dinks outside. Moncrief's held up there. Referee says play on. So they come out wide on this far side. Come inside. Controlled. A couple too many touches for Durham as you had Lamanna and DeYoung both begging for the ball there, but player decides to keep the ball. Now put over the top. It's going to skip. Lamanna's going to get onto it here on the near side. Lots of time on the ball for Lamanna. He's going to go one-on-one with Gaffer. He's able to beat his man very easily into the back. And what a save from Henry. As Moncrief is able to get up, get his head to it. And Tristan Henry with the save of the game so far, as that header looked destined to go underneath him, and he just gets his hands on it. Gets the body in front, and it's still a 2-1 game here. But Durham with a quick attack. Sigma leaves Moncrief wide open and almost ends up as a tie game. But now here comes Stoddard on the counter. Strong defensive play there. There's Eddie Lay, substitute, over to Moncrief. Moncrief's going to touch it over to Lamanna. Every chance really from Durham has come off the foot of Lamanna. He's just been so dangerous today. Puts it inside for Moncrief. Moncrief back. DeYoung is in the box with Walton. It gets cleared, but Lamanna's there again. A little bit of confusion between Eddie Lay and Lamanna, but comes out wide for Durham. And now back into DeYoung. DeYoung fakes the shot. Then he gets a shot in, and that's just too easy for Tristan Henry. The opportunities are coming for Durham, but that final chance is just not going in here as they trail 2-1 in the second half to Sigma FC. Samaniego there into Stoddard. Out wide here on the near side. Heavy tackle by Lamanna. Lamanna seems to be everywhere right now as he gets back defensively to break things up. A little back and forth here in the midfield as this will suit Sigma, who's got that 1-0 lead. Takes an awkward touch. Gaffer here on the right side all alone. A friendly bouncer off the defender. He's going to go one-on-one and try and get around his man, but defensively just gobbled up there by Dover. And that's going to go out for a touch. Here's Moncrief on the ball. Sees off the defender, just touches it off to Lay, and then over the top. Here's Lamanna once again with some pace. He's one-on-one with Smith. Lamanna with the ball, and he's going to let that go out for a corner, and Smith able to do just enough to force that ball out behind. So we've got the corner here as the rain's going to pick up again. Eddie Lay over the back of the box, but goes all the way through. Moncrief fastest onto the ball and then just cleared out, and Thomas is on the chase. Put right back in, and now the rain is coming down. It's a real game here as the ball's going to come through. Kalman clears it off, and it is coming down. My first taste of League One action here is going to be a wet one as it is pouring cats and dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Only the bravest of fans still here. as it is really coming down here, ladies and gentlemen. We're in about the 75th minute, so about 15 minutes to go in this game. It's going to be a corner here for Sigma, high into the ball. That's going to be cleared out by a guard, the substitute. Still in the box, though, as a shot comes off, and the referee's going to call that back. Well, here we go for Durham. The rain is coming down, and they need a goal. High over the top. It's going to skip in between, and De Jong able to get the touch there as Tristan Henry caught between two minds. He's attempting to try and stop that ball as it just kind of died in the rain, and there was no skip. And Tristan Henry able to get to that, but the rain is coming down. That's going to play a factor here as the players are going to try and cope with the changing conditions here on this artificial surface. Awua here controlling, up to Stoddard. Stoddard keeps it again, and then he's fouled with a big push from Roccasalva there. And we're going to get a substitution here. Going off is going to be number 21, Jordan Stoddard. We'll get a substitution for both teams. And we'll get that for you in just a moment. We'll try and get the substitutions, but as we're not in a press box, the notes are destroyed, so we will find out shortly. Alex Halleck's number 10 in for Jordan Stoddard, number 21. That's the substitution for Sigma FC. As this will be taken by Agard, and that's going to go, Awua, and that's going to go wide of the net and go out. So that's Sukal going out for Durham. And number 14 entering the game. We'll get the name for you in just a moment. Controlled by Sigma, but on the counter right here. That's De Jong. Kashif on that far side. He's had chances. And that's going to be cleared out calmly by Sigma. And Sigma now is going to try and hit on the counterattack. They'll try and quickly push this. That's Brar, number 8. He's got a handful of players with him. He's going to hold, he's going to hold, he's going to hold. And that's going to be a free kick going against the Sigma striker. Oh, some afters here. And the referee is not happy. He's going to walk over to the bench. The referee is not happy with the reaction there from the Sigma coaching staff, and he's going to have a word. As referee David Battery, he's done a pretty good job today. I got to tell you, he's been able to keep things under control, keep things flowing, and he judged the striker there to have pushed off his defender. A brave call. The Sigma fans who are still here expecting a penalty, but goes the other way. So now the Sigma bench on a warning, as we'll get Kalman here with the goal kick. That's Alex Hallis, first touch there for the substitute. Controlled by Samaniego, now Hallis again. All the way out wide to Holdridge. As the rain seems to subside for a moment. Not that it's going to make a difference, folks, because it is soaking wet. Water is sitting on the pitch. So the conditions out there not favorable, to be honest, but Durham will try and use this for the counters. That's going to go off of De Jong and out. So 19, Jacob Sukal went off for Durham FC. And just waiting for the number there for the player that came on. Sound like number 14, Justin Garoom, but we will confirm that for you. Oh, and that's going to come off the defender there, but it's going to be handball, and it's going to come all the way back. So Alex Hallis trying to get something going there. So that ball is going to squeeze out. Sigma's going to come back with it as the rain starts to pick up again. Here on this far right side, you can see the water on the pitch just sitting. For the skilled players of Sigma and for Durham, it's going to be much harder to make that comeback. Sigma getting that goal just in that earlier bout of rain with that 2-1 lead right now. And Durham, though, is going to have to fight not just the Sigma players, but the conditions to try and get this one back level. That's Holdridge. Holdridge inside to Brar. To Hallis. Hallis thinks about shooting, holds it just too long, and is gobbled up by the Durham players. That's a guard right there. Up to De Jong, and now Durham's going to try and hit on the counter. But a great defensive play by the Sigma defender who gets back, is able to get a foot stuck in there. And Sigma's on the counter. Now that ball long for Allen. Broken up by the Durham defender. Now it's going to come out to Lamena. Lamena controls, but just skips away from him. And that's the weather right there. These wet conditions, that ball, for the skilled players like Lamena, he's just not able to beat his man as the ball skips away in the puddle of water. So Justin Gordon, number 14, is the player that came in the game there, just confirmed for Durham as that ball skips away. Here's Moncrief, Christian Moncrief, who scored earlier in the week, but Holdridge easily picks out that pass. A tackle there, and then a push from behind by Cadell Thomas as he takes out the Durham player, and he is upset, but a clear foul here from over in the stands as a dangerous opportunity here in these conditions. Durham's going to get the free kick, and as he has all game, Christian Moncrief is going to step over this. Tristan Henry yelling at his players to hold the 18-yard line. Christian Moncrief is going to step over this. He's going to put it into the box. Powerful. No flick, and just goes wide of Henry's goal. Rain has subsided here for a moment. None of the fans nice enough to give me an umbrella, but we'll continue here in the second half. A 2-1 game as Durham tries to counter. That's a guard on that far side. And there it is. That sneaks in, and we've got a tied game here. A quick counterattack. Ball gets past Henry. A little bit of confusion there for the Sigma back four, and we're back tied up 2-2 as we enter into about the final 10 minutes of the game. So a 1-0 scoreline at halftime is being erased. It's now 2-2 here late in the second half from Mississauga. Expecting a frenetic pace here in the final moments of this game. Both teams wanting to win. Durham third in their division, coming off a loss in their last game in the League Cup. Sigma with only 2 losses on the season, Rebounded earlier in the week with a 6-0 win, and now here trying to keep that winning streak going and build off of it. But right now, a 2 goals apiece is where this game stands. It's into Alex Hallis, who hasn't had much opportunity, and here comes Lamanna on the counter. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, on the counter, this Durham team has been dangerous. Lamanna on this far side, one-on-one with Gafour. He's going to try and control it. It's going to come loose and just get put out. And I don't know if you can hear it, friends, but Tristan Henry not happy with his defense right now. Giving the goal to Stefan Lamanna there, number 2. And he's definitely earned it as it's going to come out wide. So 2-2 here. The goal credited to number 2 Lamanna, who once again is on the ball, unable to control it. Awua gets back, doing well on the ball. Sigma's going to clear that out. Up to Leifert Allen, he's going to lose it, and now it's going to come all the way back to Young, who's just going to put it calmly back to Kalman. Over the top for Durham, on the chase, number 7. That's Christian Moncrief, who's chasing. And that ball's going to come off Moncrief as Smith is going to fall out of play there. It's going to be a Sigma throw-in. So about 10 minutes left to go here in this League One matchup here. 2-2. They go off Lamanna and out. Awkwardly controlled, sliding into Young, and he breaks that up. It's going to bounce kindly for Hallis and Sigma FC. Stepping up, though, is the defense of Durham. And losing the ball to Breyer, and it's going to be a Sigma free kick. So getting sloppy out there in this final 10 minutes. Still raining here as Thomas loses that ball to Hallis. It kind of bounces in, and Leifert Allen unable to control it. De Jong controls off his chest, and a nice turn from De Jong as he's looking for support, and Moncrief is right there. Back to De Jong. De Jong controls it, but loses the ball, and Eddie Lay's going to try and come back for Durham as Captain Holdridge, as he has done all day, calmly controls the ball, calms down his troops, and sets it up for Sigma FC. Lost in the midfield, Hollis controls. Put out wide, and there's a nice ball into the box for Sigma. Cadell Thomas down that far side. Leaves it for Awua. Awua controls. And then it gets lost. It's going to be a throw-in for Durham FC. It's going to be Gordon, the substitute, throwing quickly to De Jong. De Jong controls, beats a man, beats another man, and he's on his way. He's got Lamanna. He's going to put that ball out wide. Lamanna controls, looking for the overlap. Holds it. Now he's going to go over the top. Holdridge there to control, but it's going to bounce for De Jong. And De Jong has to dodge a high boot. If he lets the contact come, I've seen those given, but instead De Jong gets out of the way of that high boot, and the ball's going to come Sigma's way. Could have been a dangerous moment there, folks, as the ball's going to come all the way back to Henry. About 5 minutes left here at the Hershey Center in Mississauga. It's a 2-2 game. A 1-0 scoreline at halftime. Game was tied up at 1-1 off of a goal from Young. The lead taken back again by Sigma. And then Lamanna, who's got the ball right now against Smith, tied it up at 2-2 moments ago in the 76th minute. It's controlled there off of Awua's arm, but referee says play on, and now it's flicked on all the way to Kalman. He controls, quickly dishes the ball off. Durham hungry here. Sigma seems to be happy to sit back for the points as Durham wants to push and is looking to take the full 3 points here today. Lamanna with a tricky play. Ball into Moncrief. Moncrief controls it in the box. Holds it back to Eddie Lay, and it's going to go out wide. A big opportunity there. Moncrief sent in nicely. Maybe overthinks that. Holds on to the ball. As we're going to get a substitution here for Sigma. Going off number 8, Breyer, and coming in for Sigma. That's going to be number 14, Lucas Scorsafeva. So Scorsafave, my apologies for the pronunciation there, but Scorsafave's going to come in. Number 14 for Sigma to try and make a difference here in the last 5 minutes. Breyer, who had a bright game, was on the receiving end of a couple heavy tackles, goes off now for the final 5 as Sigma tries to find a spark here late on. Long throw. See De Jong, puts it into Moncrief. Moncrief's got some space, got some time, tries to see in a guard, but it doesn't go through, and now it's cleared out, and here's Scorsafave right now, number 14, with his first touch of the game. Out to Cadell Thomas. Thomas, who's been running at defenders all game long on the far side, does it again. Puts it into Awua. Awua off to Scorsafave. Inside to Hallis, but broken up by Durham. Now, Lamanna pushes it. De Jong screaming for the ball, now has it at his feet. But no real options, as we're going to see the overlap by Lamanna, but doesn't find him. Eddie Lay gives the ball away. Scorsafave picks it up, stays with it, passes it out to Cadell Thomas, and that foul is going to go against number 5, Eddie Lay, and so we'll get a Sigma ball. The Sigma bench not happy at all about the advantage there. They thought it was called. Here's Leifert Allen one-on-one with De Jong. Allen with the ball. The defender gets the ball, goes through Allen to get it, and a big opportunity there on the counter. Allen able to beat his man, but not the keeper, as Cowman soundly comes off his line to keep this at 2-2. Sigma fans and bench unhappy, as they thought advantage should have happened there in that build-up, as the referee brought it back, and then an opportunity did fall for Sigma, but still 2-2, as we'll get a foul here called against Sigma. So a free kick late here for Durham, and we're actually going to get the first card of the game. It's going to go against Holdridge, the captain. As here comes the rain again for the final 5 to keep things interesting. Holdridge gets a yellow. The weather not agreeing with that. Sounding out with some rain in disapproval, as we'll get a quick sprinkling. So Holdridge goes into the book. First player and only player so far today carded, as referee David Barry has kept his cards in his pocket and really let the boys play. Staying over the ball is Moncrief, as he has all day. Young yelling for the ball at the back post. You've got De Jong in there. All the usual cast of characters. Ball in. Linesman signal for offside, but we're going to get a counter here as Leifert Allen is one-on-one. And Cowman comes off his line. Little slip there, but Cowman able to recover and boot that out to safety. But Allen, once again, dangerous on the counter. Just 1 goal here today. 12 on the season. 3 in his last 2 games, and he would love to get a late winner here in front of the fans that have stuck around. Cadell Thomas. Cadell Thomas slides in with 2 feet. And we're going to get our second card here in as many moments, as Cadell Thomas gets cautioned for that tackle. Dangerous on a dry day, but in this weather, Thomas recklessly jumps in there and may be lucky to get a yellow there for a dangerous tackle here late in the game. Another substitution here, 4th substitution for Sigma. Going off will be the recently cautioned Cadell Thomas, number 22. Coming in will be Reggie Laria. So Thomas leaves after getting cautioned. a good day for Thomas. He picks up an assist and a yellow card. Looked live, but that final ball most of the day did escape him. So now Luria will come in for the final moments after that caution. This is a run here for Durham. That's Moncrief out wide to Lay. Lay tries to put it in, broken up by Luria. First touch of the game for him, and we're going to counterattack here on that far right side. Held up by Awua. Leifert Allen screaming for the ball as we'll get a throw in here for the home side. Into the final moments here in Mississauga. 2-2 scoreline. Twice Sigma FC has led here today. Unable to take that lead late. A couple of opportunities broken up, but ever since the rain started coming down, it's been the great equalizer here. Chances have gone begging, and we're sitting tied at 2s apiece. There's Holdridge, the captain, as he's pulled down, and we're going to free kick here at a dangerous position for Sigma FC. Hallis over the ball, gets through, bounced around in the box, and a shot, and just wide from Sigma. That was a golden opportunity for Sigma to take the late points. Goes wide off of the foot of Samaniego. Sorry, Gafour. Out wide for Durham. And we're going to foul. And the linesman signals for a penalty. The referee's going to wave that off. We're going to get a goal kick. Controversy in the late moments here. The linesman signaled for a foul. Referee was right there and overturns them. Not much of a discussion, so referee was right there, had a clear line of sight. Durham fans not happy with that decision. Some late drama here. Opportunities going begging at both ends of the field. Long ball over the top. No one there to really challenge for Durham, but Lamanna's here on scores a fave. And there's Leifert Allen coming back deep, urging his team to get forward. Over the top. That's Hallis trying to control, but skips away. Defender has to put that into touch and out for a throw-in. Into the box, Kalman controls. No one there at all attacking the ball for Sigma. 2 minutes of extra time here at the Hershey Center as Durham counters, scores or fave, tackling here. Hands on both players. Durham pushes back, but into 2 minutes of extra time. These two teams have been fighting eagerly all afternoon. Opportunities aplenty for both sides, but we sit at 2 goals apiece. Here comes a guard who can't control, but now here's Sigma on the counter. Out wide to Wua. He's got Leifert Allen. It's controlled, trying to get it through for Leifert Allen, and unable to sneak that through, as that's Reggie Laria, who just wasn't able to find Allen in that final third. Kind of the story of today, other than Cadell Thomas's cross early on that set up the first goal for Sigma. Leifert Allen has had a pretty quiet afternoon. Durham has had the opportunity to really shut him down, hold him to just 1 goal here today, and really hasn't been that involved. The Durham bench yelling to concentrate as it's cleared out here. High, but then scores a fave, able to control that. Laria loses the ball. Roccasalva trying to push it, but now it's coming back for Sigma FC. Bounces around in the box. And Durham's going to put that into touch. So late on here, into the final minute of extra time. Sigma FC trying to push for the 3 points. They'll have to be careful as they push players forward because dangerously, and that's high, and Cowman comes up and plucks out of the air as Leifert Allen is sitting waiting. And that'll be it, folks, as referee David Barry calls this one to a close. It's going to be a 2-2 draw here at Hershey Center. A 1-0 lead for Sigma FC evaporates as they take the lead again late. But Durham FC off the goal of Christian Samana able to score and tie it up. Both teams will take a point here. That breaks the winning streak of 4 games for Durham in the league, who now have 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 games, and keeps the winning streak away from Sigma FC, who lost their last 2 before rebounding with a 6-0 win and drawing 2-2 here today. For Kwesi and the team here, I'm Henry Whitfield. Thanks for joining us here. League One soccer action here today in Mississauga, and we look forward to having you on the broadcast next time.